There's little relief in sight for Mozambique as the protests over allegations of vote rigging look set to continue in this country located on the southeastern coast of Africa. The protests have escalated since election authorities said that the Frelimo party had won the 9th October vote, extending its 49-year-old rule. The results have been disputed, fueling clashes between the police and protesters, which have killed at least 30 people. Ragini Sudhir Chore has more.
Mozambique is burning. The country's politics has been upended and its citizens are in a state of turmoil. People are out on the roads protesting against President-elect Daniel Chapo. The Frelimo party has ruled Mozambique since its independence from Portugal in 1975. The party is now being accused of registering 900,000 fake voters out of an electorate of 17 million. Frelimo's Daniel Chapo got 70.7% of the vote, ensuring that the party retained power. Mozambique's young population is turning against Frelimo. They are questioning the authenticity of the election result. The young, unhappy Mozambicans are paying the price as the country faces some of the worst post-election violence. Protests broke out on 21st of October. They have worsened since then, turning into the biggest protest in an independent Mozambique. On 7th November, police fired tear gas at protesters. Anger has mounted since the election authorities said that Frelimo won the election, extending its 49 years in power. Human rights groups claim that at least 30 people have been killed in police crackdown. The election was hotly contested, with many young people supporting an independent candidate, Venancio Mondlane. But Mondlane only got 20.32% of votes. Mondlane, who is backed by the Podemos party, claimed that he won the vote. He alleged electoral fraud and manipulation in favor of the Frelimo party. United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, has warned against the use of unnecessary or disproportionate force. He said that police should manage protests in line with Mozambique's international human rights obligations. Take a look at the timeline of the protests. On 19th October, two senior opposition figures, Elvino Dias and Paulo Guambe, were gunned down in Maputo. On 21st October, police violently dispersed a press conference and protest led by Mondlane near the site of the killings. On 24th of October, the National Election Authority declared Chapo as the winner. Mondlane called a two-day nationwide strike on 24th and 25th of October. Police repressed the protesters. On 29th of October, doctors' associations announced that at least 10 people had been killed during the protests. On 7th November, Mozambique witnessed a violent crackdown on protesters. On 13th November, a military vehicle blocked the road as protesters tried to make their way to the Rissano border crossing with South Africa. The border has not fully reopened. Mozambique authorities threatened this week to unleash the army to quell the protests, accusing the demonstrators of trying to overthrow a democratically elected government. Human rights groups have described the government's handling of the protests as the worst crackdown in years. A logistics company called Grindrod has suspended port and terminal operations in Mozambique. It will hit the movement of goods and commodities in a region already battling logistical bottlenecks as the underfunded state-owned port and rail companies struggle to provide adequate services. Mozambique's Constitutional Council has not certified the election result, a process that usually takes around 2 months. With Ragini Sudhir Chore, Tanvi Taneja for TD India.